Baseball's back. And let's do some win totals. We each give 5 win totals. Aaron, would you like to go first?
Why don't we go one by one? I'll give
Go ahead.
you a win total, and you'll give me one, and then we'll come up with our 10 here, and we'll see how Mitch likes them on the other side of the break. We'll give him a couple of our favorite ones. One of my favorite ones here, and everybody loves this team. I just don't trust the pitching right now, but we'll see how it goes. They may make moves at the deadline, but for me, I'm just not ready to be on the Toronto Blue Jays right now. So for me, 92 wins. Let's see what BetUS has them, because I have them here on a different one. They have 92.5 wins at BetUS. I'm going to take the under 92.5 wins at BetUS for the Toronto Blue Jays here.
I like that. I could add it to my list, actually, if I wanted to. I will give you one of my favorites, the Braves. The team, obviously, I have to watch closely here in Georgia. Over 91.5 wins. I know it's a high number, but I also know that the Braves are still getting Ronald Acuna Jr. back. And I have to believe this team is going to be okay, and their pitching should be fine. Obviously, you mentioned yesterday the bullpen could be an issue. But listen, still have 3 solid pitchers. Ronald Acuna Jr., the rest of that lineup, I really think the Braves could win about 100 games this year. I might be sweating. We'll see.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good bet. I think that's pretty solid. I think the NL East is ripe to be another tough division if the Mets can become something that they're supposed to be becoming for the last decade. But all right, so my next one down the list here is the Yankees. I think the Yankees are going to win the AL East this year. They won 92 games last year, and to be honest with you, I thought they got better. So they won 92 games, good enough for the second wild card. Again, the AL East will be tough again, but I think they're going to get there. They're going to go over 91.5 wins. I think they get close to 100 as well.
I like that bet. I think they're going to win the AL East as well. I'll go with the Cubs here. I think Cubs have not been impressive since they won the World Series and trading with everybody and their sister last year. I got to think under 75.5. It might go back to the L days of the Cubs. Under 75.5 for Chicago Cubs.
The lovable losers.
Back to them, baby.
Could you imagine? I mean, I won't be alive. I highly doubt you will. Could you imagine if it goes another 100 years before they win?
Whew, that'd be crazy.
Wouldn't it be kind of nuts? So, all right, moving on. I have another one here. Whoa, that number has dropped, at least since last night, or a different book here. I'll go with the BetUS total, but I would put this in if you could find it in a better spot. If not, it might be a no play. The Oakland Athletics, I found them last night at under 71 wins. On BetUS, they're 68.5.
Wow.
I think this team's poised to take a step back. I don't believe in the Moneyball system this year. They look like they don't really have a ton of interest in trying to compete. Obviously you never know with Moneyball, but they've traded away a lot of their big. Sean Manaea is gone. Matt Olson is gone. I just don't see them really competing. So for purposes of the show, I will take the under 68.5 wins, but I think you can find it better before the season starts here today.
Fair enough. I'll go the Phillies over 86.5 wins. I feel like Bryce Harper and the Phillies have just got to get on the track here. I know they've gotten better this offseason from the outside looking in, obviously, as a baseball fan, if you will. But I'm going to go with the Phillies over 86.5 to give the Braves hell at the end of the season.
Yeah, I like that one. This one I'm not as 100% in love with. Simply, it just the number fell perfectly for me. I think the Minnesota Twins might still be a sub 500 baseball team, even with Carlos Correa, Gary Sanchez, and others. I kind of wonder about this one. This one's more of a gut feeling. I got the number right at 81.5. So basically, they have to be a above 500 team for this bet not to hit. I don't see it. For me, the White Sox are going to dominate this division. The Twins should come in second. I just don't know if they're going to get. It might just be a bad division overall here. So the Tigers are going to make some noise too. So that's why I'm kind of looking at the Minnesota Twins under 81.5 wins here.
I like that because you mentioned the Tigers might finish second as well. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I'll go Mets under poor Kaplan, 88.5. I think with the Phillies emerging, the Braves getting healthy again, I think Mets are going to have to fall. When everyone, 88.5, that's a lot for the Mets, I just feel like. I don't know why. I'm like, that's kind of a lot for a team that never really does anything. Am I wrong for that?
They just, yeah, it seems like they're the Mets and the Angels seem like the same team. You know,
Oh,
they gobble up all of these superstars, or they gobble up all of these what are supposed to be great players. Now look, Jacob DeGrom, Mike Trout,
I think he's hurt again,
Shohei
too.
Ohtani, Max Scherzer, but like these guys miss time.
Yeah.
And this team just classically underachieves, and they sign all these big name guys, but it ends up being the smaller, lesser known guys that have to carry the load on these teams. And I mean, look, it's not that I don't believe in the Mets. It's one of those I'll believe it when I see it, and I haven't seen it for a while
Years.
now since they've made the World Series. Since they made the World Series a few years back, they just haven't been a team I'm interested in backing at the moment. So I can get down on that.
Give me your final one.
All right, my final one is watching the cellar, baby. This one jumped up as well from last night. Again, on a different book here. I'm going to bet this one in Vegas, not on Bet US because, well, frankly, the number really matters to me here. I think the Baltimore Orioles are going to get off the schneid of losing 100 games a season. Right now, I currently have a wager in on them at over 60.5 wins.
Whew.
Currently at Bet US, the number is 62.5. I think the Baltimore Orioles are back in the 90 loss column. So let's effing go. Baltimore Orioles over 60.5. You could even say over 62.5 because I would still want to say, like, if they're going to win 90 games, that means, or if they're going to lose only 90 games, that means they're going to win close to somewhere around 65, 70. So LFG, Baltimore Orioles. Here we go.
My final pick, Angels over 84.5. I had them as my fifth ranked team. I got a lot of flack for that. I don't care because I believe in Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout. They got to do something sometime, right? I mean, can we do something sometime?
You can't keep betting on they got to do something sometime. That's the thing. I
I know.
100% agree with you. This team looks every year like it's poised to take the AL West, and let's be honest. The Astros aren't doing the Angels any favors. Still going to have another pretty good lineup as well, even though I'm not as high on the Astros this year. Seattle is the weird team. Seattle's a surprise team in that division right now, and I know Texas. You know they got Corey Seager. They're always kind of maybe in the mix,
Yeah.
but yeah. When are the Angels going to do it? You know, when are they going to put Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout in a position to be great and be on that stage? I don't know. We'll see. I'll believe it when I see it.
Love it.